Welcome back to the Kansas City Ice Center here in Omaha. If you experienced a little glitch, there was a lot of people using their phones in intermission. we lost internet, but I think we're back now. I'm seeing things on my little screen, so hopefully everybody else is tuning in as well. You may have had to get a new feed set up, but with YouTube, but I think it connected with the same one.
You never know about these facilities. They're all full of iron, and now with people with several streaming devices, it makes it really tough. And so sometimes we have some little technical glitches, and we do the best we can with what we have. So.
Well, and I wish these Kansas City was one of the first ones to stream.
Right.
And it would be nice if some of these arenas would just install, a drop.
Yeah, hard drop. Yeah. That would be the best way to do it.
I mean, it's not ideal to stream wirelessly, but you got to do what you got to do.
Absolutely. Second period action, 17 on the boards. Teams are at center ice. Brandon Waldo, he'll face number 13, Charlie Graven. Puck is down, and we're underway with second period action here. The KC Jets and the Omaha Junior Lancers. Omaha wins the tap back, but Jets able to come in the zone, and we'll have an offside, and this will be faced off just outside the OJL defensive blue line. Waldo and Graven. Waldo pushes the puck, launched back in by the Jets, comes down into their left wing corner and traverses to the right wing corner. Poke checked away. Waldo on the hard wrap, comes out into the KC zone. Icing will be waived, and first man to win the race there was Cole Bieber. Nice chase down. The Jets come in. Indirect pass from behind the board. Ricochets off the half wall, down into the left wing corner. Bieber headmans it over to Howell. Howell gains the dot, lays it in just wide of the net. Omaha with an opportunity up front. They dish it across. Jets take possession. They'll headman it up into neutral ice. It gets skied and pulled down by Boldick. He'll lay it in. Mercier tries to gain control, and he's got backside support by Boldick. James gets peeled off on the wrong side of the puck, and Casey is out. Nice play to poke check Mason Johnston because he was heading right toward the net. Brock James shoots wide of the net, rims out, kept in by Boldick to James in the corner. He'll cycle it back, and a give and go from the chef. He served it up to Maxime Boldick, and it just went wide of the net. Into the zone comes Svetlek. Comes back behind the net. He's curling up the top of the circle. Cuts over at the dot. He's going to dish it or shoot it, and he dishes it off. And a shot from the half wall is steered aside by Laux. Omaha into the corner, finished off by Hawkins. Battling for the puck. They go D to D, chipped over by Boldick. He got a stick on it, so it wasn't a clean pass. It's down in behind the net. Ragged up the right wing half wall, crossed the ice, and kicked into the zone. Omaha will get a line change. And they try the quick up opportunity to a stretching Hawkins. He gets it, wraps it in. Omaha now. Nice play by Bruning. He'll lay it out into neutral ice. It's gathered in by Apostolakos. He moves it in direct pass into neutral ice. Picked up and carried in the zone by Hawkins. And a nice little pass to the net front is steered aside by Laux. On a quick play from Apostolakos, a shot by Cole Toit just goes wide of the net. Moffat in. He lays it for Ridenour. Ridenour goes into the left wing corner. Apostolakos backhands it, jumping over the stick of Bruning. Stockwell comes to the net and tries to shovel it across. Back to the point. D to D from Apostolakos, and a shot by Holt is smothered by P.J. Laux. So this face-off will come down to the Omaha defensive zone, to the blocker side of Laux. On the face-off is Waldo. He'll face number 15, Mason Johnston.
No, we got
penalties?
No, it looks like Coach Harehill wanted to talk to the official.
Well,
video review, it looks like.
Not sure what that's all about, but
oh, I don't know.
Probably asking him where he's going after the game.
Eastern time?
I was.
He was all week.
All right, so there's a little powwow. Players are getting together. They're having a little chat. We're not sure what's happening here, but as soon as we know what's going on, it looks like there's going to be a penalty call. And it looks like it's a holding on number 23, Matt Howell. 2-minute minor for holding.
Really not.
Don't know where that happened. Didn't see the call. I didn't know. Did you hear it blow down? I mean, I didn't hear it.
I didn't, so I'm not sure if it resulted in the coach calling the ref down or.
So the puck
Wow.
is inside the zone, just to the glove side of Laux. Logan Mercier and Mason Johnston. Puck's down. Mercier wins the tap. Peeled off in the corner by Bruning. Omaha trying to rag time. Up with it comes number 32, Hunter Swirsek, to the point. Shot from number 40, Anthony Olson. Goes wide as it's knocked down by Bieber. Bieber once again off a block. Puck's loose net front and KC scores. It's a power play goal with 12:41 left in the period. KC tallies the first goal in this game.
That was the weirdest thing, though, wasn't it?
Yeah,
they were getting ready to drop the puck. The ref went down to talk to Coach Harehill. Next thing I know, Howell's going to the box.
Yeah,
I'm sure we'll hear about it.
Hard to explain. Well, we'll hear about it on the bus ride home. So, or back to the hotel anyway. Brock James on the face-off. He wins it back to Volanik. Volanik pulls it back into the zone. He tries to dish it, and it's knocked down. Now he goes weak side to Mercier, who gives it to James, and James with a quick shot and a cover-up by Brocksterman. Cole Toit on the goal for the Jets. So that's Svetlak from Toit and Olsen on the KC tally. Into neutral ice, up on the half wall. Omaha picking up their urgency here. Into the zone comes Baldick. He dishes it for Mercier. Down on the left wing half wall. Played over by Charlie Graven. He'll reverse it back the other direction. Baldick has it now. Left wing corner. Backhand pass by Cook. He'll leave it for Bonicatti. Volanik able to grab it. He'll dish it off, trying to get it low in the zone. Mooney has it. He indirects it. And in come the Jets. Nice play by Sean Mooney, diverting that cross goal mouth pass. Out of the zone comes Mercier. He tries to get it around KC defender Pringle. They move it back into the Omaha end. Maxime Bolduc has it. He's looking to dish it. He'll go cross ice to Mooney. Mooney backhands it, knocked down. Svetlik now on the play. He's out with Hawkins. They find a weak sider and a shot on goal and a score off a play by Nick Svetlik to Hawkins to Mason Johnson off the weak side post, who was unattended. That quick. Even strength goal. KC leads 2-0 with 10:57 left in the period. This is a position where Omaha doesn't want to be against the Jets chasing the scoreboard. So they need to bite back here and at least score one before the end of the period. A lot of time left, 11 minutes. Puck is down. Omaha wins the tap. Barnes moves it to Bieber. Bieber leaves it for Waldo. Comes in. Poke checked away. And into the far corner. Bieber now takes it. Comes down, give and go. Just out of the grasp of Brandon Waldo. Kept in by Barnes. He'll lay it in the right wing corner. Howell, he'll lay it back in. Played by Bieber. He tries to leave it up front for Waldo coming down the weak side post, and it's saved by Brocksterman.
That's 2 goals now for Svetlak, first game back, and also, well, for the regular season, I don't think he played more than maybe 1 game in preseason.
Pretty good player. Waldo on the tap. He wins it back to Bieber. Bieber launches it back into the right wing corner. Waldo leaves it for Howell. Howell plays it out. Weak side across the net mouth, and Bieber unable to get his stick on it. KC comes out as Barnes falls, and it creates an odd man rush. And number 25, Cole Toit, scores and beats PJ Laux 3-0 that quickly in 5 minutes.
Well, that was a result of Barnes catching his edge there.
Yeah, he fell.
You know, he went backwards and fell down the ice and just couldn't recover.
So Omaha definitely chasing the scoreboard now in this first game this weekend in varsity action. Graffelman on the tap. He'll face Toit. We'll get you the official scoring. Stockwell coming in.
Assisted by number 40, Anthony Olsen. And by number 32, Connor Swirzak.
So Toit from Swirzak and Olsen. Brocksterman leaves it for Pringle. Pringle gets finished off behind the net by Ridenour. Omaha wins the puck. Graffelman has it. He'll move it up the half wall to Swirzak. Swirzak coming down the left wing half wall, dumps it into the corner. Paul Spence meets him there behind the net, and Swirzak wins the battle. Moves the puck to the point. They go across ice, D to Apostolakos. Omaha reeling it in. Spence coming down the right side of the neutral ice, lays it into the right wing corner. Brocksterman leaves it for Pringle, and Mercier with an opportunity up front, can't get good wood on it, and it comes out into neutral ice. Played over. Nice play by Charlie Graven from Tyler Kane, and Omaha thwarts that opportunity. Mercier comes in. He gets trying to get around Apostolakos, and he gets rubbed off the play by and a leave up front, and Brock James with a point blank bang play is saved by Brocksterman. Bruning can't hold it in. He'll go D to D to Barnes. Barnes tries to leave it for Mercier and chipped in. He'll leave the ice. Trying to keep it in the zone. Omaha can't. Bruning comes back on the retrieve. He'll peel off behind his cage. And he's got some ice. He'll take a look. Headmans it over to Howell. Howell comes in. He's got Waldo with him. And off the weak side, Cole Bieber. Into the corner. Howell comes up. Goes to the point where Volinick gathers it. Drops it back down for Howell. And a shot is knocked down in front by Johnston. And he'll come down his left wing side and lob it in. On the rim, it's stopped behind the net by Laux. That Hawkins line with Johnston and Svetlik is pretty formidable. Svetlik trying to handle along the boards, and it's chipped out and lofted into the KC zone. There was an icing on that. I don't know that it crossed the goal line, did it?
It was close.
Icing's a call.
I did hear some fans down there saying no, no, no.
7:05 left in this second period of play. This game's flying by. This draw will be
Coach Emmons making his matchups there.
blocker side of Laux. Toyd has it. Comes to the point, knocked down in front in a net battle with Volinick and Stockwell. Boldick leaves it for Mercier. He knocks it down with his hand, picks it back up, drops it down low for James. They try to rim it back out to Swirsek and back down low to James. James can't find Boldick, and Stockwell brings it out. Mooney's trying to angle him off, and Stockwell comes in, and it's kicked out by Laux. Toit drops it back low, picked up by Swirsek, goes to the point, top of the point, and a steer aside by Laux. Pringle with a quick shot. We have a stoppage in play. Omaha changes personnel. So the line of Graffelman, Ridenour, and Moffitt is out. KC wins the tap. Comes to the half wall into the strong side corner. Played up and around. Bruning has it. He'll indirect it back to Barnes. Barnes glasses it and tries to gain the zone. And we have a whistle. High stick. So if this was directed with a high stick, it's going to go the length of the ice to the KC zone. 5:50 left in the second. KC has dominated in this second period with 3 goals, unanswered yet. Face off to Broxterman's glove side. Graffelman loses the draw. KC controls in the corner. He's got forechecking pressure there, but they come out with the puck. Mason Johnston comes out to Hawkins. Hawkins leaves it for Svetlak. He comes to the net front and gets shoved into the net, so we'll have a stoppage in play here. Great speed on that forward line there by KC. That's a hard group to keep up with.
Yeah, and like I said, Svetlak being back for his first game, they're clicking right away.
Yeah.
I talked to Gary Scavone, and he said that Svetlak had only hit 2 practices.
Yeah, he hasn't
from last Thursday.
He hasn't missed a step since last season, or whenever he was back with the Jets. I know he played some AAA. Head man to Waldo. Waldo comes in, drops it for Beaver. Back to Waldo, across, and Howell can't convert as his stick is lifted up off the ice. Bonicatti has it. Head manned over to Tyler Kane. Intercepted by Volinick. He'll bring it into the zone to Bieber. Bieber on the backhand side. Shot just wide of the net. And a big hit by Howell takes out number 40, Anthony Olson. Another net front feed, and Omaha can't convert. Out of the zone is Olson. Stolen away by Waldo. Leaves it for Bieber. Bieber picks it up. He tries to get around Olson. He gets hauled down, and Omaha will have their first man advantage of this contest. You know, Mike, after that first period, there were 0 penalties, and Omaha was out shooting KC 11-7. But the tide has really turned here.
It has, but I'll tell you from my point of view, and I'm sure the viewers from home, Omaha hasn't missed a beat. They've had how many quality opportunities? Just can't connect.
Yeah, Broxterman's standing on his head down there, and this is a man advantage, a power play opportunity. 2-minute minor to number 13, Charlie Graven. 2-minute minor for tripping to Graven. 4:34 left in this period. And here comes KC with that aggressive penalty kill. Volinick brings it up the ice. Bruning makes a nice lateral move, dishes it over for Barnes, but they've got to retreat and regroup. To James, he'll go weak side to Quinn Bruning. Bruning will try to get it in. They've got to get that puck low. And Bruning's being held into the zone. He gets back up. Barnes now has it. Picked up by Bruning. Good pressure by Stockwell. James brings it in. He'll try to get set up. Gets it to Mercier. Over to Barnes. Barnes will shovel it over, or maybe not. Drops it back down low. Give and go out of the corner. Indirect pass back to Barnes from James. Barnes moves it over to Bruning. He one-times it, and Omaha scores off the back wall off a wide shot by Quinn Bruning. And they finally bury it. It's a power play goal with 3:32 left in this second period. We'll get you the scoring as soon as it comes up. 3-1's your score.
That proves right there, any shot can be a good shot.
Well, you know what? It was, you tell guys, get shots on net, get shots on net. He shot it wide, but it hit right in that sweet spot, directly behind that net,
straight
and it came
out.
right out, and they were able to bury.
Well, that's definitely, they needed one. Now they need two before this second period's out. Would be nice.
We'll get you the official scoring here as soon as Joel pulls it up and reads it off. Toyed on the faceoff against Waldo. Waldo gets beat and walked. He didn't tie up his man. Swirsek comes in.
Assisted by number 42, Brock James, and by number 50, Ben Barnes.
So Barnes and James were on the assist. The goal was from Maxime Bolduc. Now, that shot went in, went wide of the net. Goaltender didn't touch it, and it
shouldn't have been any assists.
Careened off the back wall. Volinick on the retreat. He'll pick it up. He headmans it over to Bieber on the right wing side. Teams are even strength now. Bieber coming into the zone. He gets a shot around Apostolakos and a save by Broxterman. Okay. That was a bit of a soccer move right there. Matt Howell gets caught up in the net front and gets pushed over by...
I wonder if he realizes he could get a penalty for that.
I'll have to talk to Matt about that one. Face off to Broxterman's glove side. Tap won by Graffelman. Back to Ridnour. He doesn't have time and space to get a shot off. But Pringle comes in. Barnes lays it back in. Barnes getting a lot of ice time in this varsity game. Svetlak to Hawkins. Back to Svetlak. He gains neutral ice. He gets around back to Hawkins. They try to move to the weak side, and it's Little wide. That Mason Johnson is a very crafty player, too. Puck comes into the neutral zone where Peyton Cook will try to play it. He dumps it in, and that is intentional offside. This faceoff will come down to the KC Jets end with 1:52 left in this second period. 3-1's your score. Omaha needed a fight back, and they got it on that goal from the goal by Maxime Bolduc. Brock James on the tap. He'll face Charlie Graven. Puck is down. Omaha wins the tap. A shot just wide of the net by Volanik. Played up the half wall and chipped out of play. And a nice grab there by
Papa Chef
Larry Mercier. Boy, he had one hand in his pocket and he just picked that thing out of the sky like it was a can of corn.
Well, we can tell him the Air Force is at least good for something. Teach him how to catch pucks.
Nice grab there. Laid into the left wing corner by Mooney. And rimmed out. Boy, the Jets just going tape to tape every time they touch the puck. Laid in, back to Mercier. He'll come down the right wing side. He tries to leave it net front. And tie up there. Good defensive play by the Jets. Not a lot of wiggle room between the hash marks. James. A little bit too much stick handling there. The Jets intercept and neutral ice. They tag up. They come back in. A big hit there by James on number 38. Colin Bachtel. Neutral ice or blue line collision.
Last minute in this second period.
Clock is ticking down. Bolduc comes in. Gets the blue line. Dumps it in. Wide of the net. Mercier now. He picks it up. He tries to escape. Gets rubbed off the play and into neutral ice. KC. Barnes picks it up. He'll make a move. Nice move by Barnes. Good poise by this young defenseman. Dumps it into the left wing corner. And out it comes again into neutral ice. KC with a little keep away now. Bieber tries to launch it in. Swarzak steals it away. He comes into the Omaha zone, feeds the point. Apostolakos knocked down by Howell. And if Howell gets ahead of steam in front of him, he ran out of time, but he got a shot on goal, and that ends your second period of play. The score is 3-1 in the favor of the KC Jets. We'll be back with third period action. You're on the Omaha Hockey Network.
Welcome back to the Kansas City Ice Center here as we await the Omaha Junior Lancers and the Kansas City Jets to take the ice here for period 3 action. Current score 3-1 in favor of Kansas City Jets. Mike, shots on goal. Tell us about those.
Well, that second period garnered 3 goals for the Jets, but they were outshot by 1, 10-9. And so that was a pretty even period on shots on goal. There were only 2 penalties. There's only been 2 penalties in the game. There was one in the first period. Nope. So 2 penalties in the game.
Howell and Charlie Graven.
There you go.
1 each.
1 each. So it's been a great game and very well officiated. Of course, we got a stellar staff down here, including our good old friend Jeff Bush. And we'll see what happens. This game is not out of reach. I got to tell you, this game here was the same score with 4 minutes left last night in the NCHC contest between Miami Redhawks and UNO Mavericks. And I left the game early because I'd been in an airport all day. And we got Mike Curry visiting us here from the KC Jets. How are you, Michael?
Hey, got the Mike Club.
Yeah, Mike and Mike. And you. So I left the game a little early because I figured with less than 3 minutes left, it's going to be hard because UNO didn't get a whole lot of sniffs around that net really since the first period. So I get to the parking lot, 2-3. Get on Center Street, 3-3. And ended in a 3-3 overtime tie.
Wow.
So
anything's possible.
Anything's possible. This game's up for grabs. We'll see who wants it the most.
And you can see on that goal that Omaha did get, it was a clear miss, went wide. Like you said, hit the sweet spot, came straight out to Boldick in the net.
Yeah.
And he's got a pretty quick release on his shot, so you've got to be pretty quick to stop him when he does get that time.
The thing of it is in situations like that, you have to have that sense of preparedness. You got to have your stick on the ice, and you got to envision that puck's going to find its way to it. And that's how you capitalize on quick bang plays like that.
Oh, sure.
If you overthink it and you're not prepared, you're not going to get a quality opportunity. So teams, referees at center ice, and
nobody wants to come drop the puck. I don't get it.
He's holding his hands up and he's saying, "What the heck's going on?"
Shaking his head now. I don't get it. I don't know.
Yeah, now he's motioning over. Oh, it's line matching time. That's what this is.
They're holding out. Coach Emmons and Coach Harrihill, they're playing the game.
Well, Coach Emmons is a master of line matching, but Coach Harrihill has to know that
he has to put his out first.
Yes, and Emmons gets the last change. He's the home coach, so that was hilarious. The official's raising his hands like, what's going on? And Emmons goes, when he puts his guys out, I'll put my guys out.
Well, I'll tell you, I think Coach Harrihill may have got the last one there because he matches D based on the forwards.
Puck is down. KC wins it. Toyd has it. He gains the red line and dumps it in. On the retreat is Quinn Bruning. He tries to gather the puck. Still a little wet out there. And they rim it back to the opposite side where Howell will play it. He comes from behind his net. It makes a nice escape move and dishes it backhand to Bruning. Bruning tries to skate it out, caught some water, lost the puck in the zone. On the hard wrap, Bieber now has it, and he's trying to leave it up, and he does for Waldo. Waldo comes out, poke checked off his stick, and Bieber able to pop it into the zone, intercepted and neutralized by Howell as they try to find Stockwell. Bieber retrieves the puck in the right wing corner as they try to forecheck, and Toit now dishes it for Olsen, and it's poke checked away from him and back into the KC zone it goes. Brock James on the forecheck. Bieber peels off. He'll change. Maxime Boldick out now. And into the game comes Mercier, and he makes a nice steal and just has one move to make before he gets to Brocksterman, and it's dished off now by KC with a nice toe drag over to Zetlek, and he gets thwarted. He's still trying to control the puck. Strong kid dishes it off. Net front and a cover-up. And Svetlek, or no, that's Hawkins.
Looks like
He slashed the goaltender there.
Looks like TJ took a slash.
Yeah, after the whistle. No harm, no foul. They'll bring this out and face it off to Laux' glove side. Brock James on the tap. Coach Emmons makes
a late change.
And on the draw will be Charlie Graven. And Omaha controls. James has it. He'll move it out to Mercier. Mercier with a nice toe drag move. He gets rubbed off the play. Graven dumps it in. Well, can't gain the zone. Brock James handles it and dumps it into, or pops it into neutral ice. So this face-off will be the Jets' right wing circle just outside the Omaha defensive blue line. Omaha wins it back. Volinick has it. He headmans it over, and it's chipped in by Graffelman. Lofted into the zone. Ridenour on the forecheck. Comes up the Jets' right wing half wall. Graffelman trying to battle for that puck. He wins that one-on-one. To the point. Volinick knocked down in front. Omaha trying to gather it in. It's between the feet of Gavin Moffett, and KC's out. Streaking down the right wing is Pringle, and he's stopped high in the zone. Moffett trying to dig it out. Backside support by Ridenour and Graffelman.
Mooney's without a stick out there.
Omaha just trying to gain a zone. Volinick backhands it up the wall, and they go weak side pass to Moffett. That's way ahead of him, so he's unable to gather it in. Svetlek's back out, and he takes a hit against Volinick, and in comes Johnston, and he shoots over the top of the net. We have a penalty here upcoming. So we've got a 2-minute minor against the KC Jets, number 19. Blake Hawkins goes off on a 2-minute minor for tripping, and at 13:44 left, we have a man advantage for the Omaha Junior Lancers. This faceoff will come down to Broxterman's glove side, Omaha's right wing circle. On the tap will be Brandon Waldo. He'll face Toit. Puck is down. Omaha wins the tap. Volinick goes D to D, and Mooney can't hold it in, so he'll have to stretch back. And he backhands it to Bieber. Bieber handles it. He'll come into the zone. To Volinick. Down the wall to Waldo. Back to Volinick. He'll gain his forehand. Tries to launch it in, and it's redirected out of play by Toit. Cole Bieber battling a lot of stuff, trying to make it happen in this game. A broken foot, he's got a broken finger, and he's still jumping in front of shots. Actually, I think the broken finger has helped him, Mike, because his hands look pretty good today.
We should tape them together
Maybe
more
he should
often.
break another one. He'll like that comment.
He's a good kid.
He's a good kid. KC on the clear, minute 19 left. Laux pulls the puck behind the net, leaves it for Volinick. Waldo picks it up. He'll drop it back for Volinick. He'll have some... Oh, he had some skating room. He tried to dish it to Ridenour, and KC able to drive it back in. Collision there in neutral ice. Toit's taken off the puck.
Man, looks sloppy in this one.
Yeah. So Volinick comes back. He's going to try to regroup behind his net. Leaves it up for Mercier. Mercier will turn. He'll headman it to James. He gets poke checked away, and in comes Swirsek. He makes a nice move on Mooney. The puck goes into the corner. Mooney freezes him off and finishes his check. Swirsek still with puck control here. Brock James trying to fish it out, and Swirsak's just letting the seconds tick off. Omaha has 18 seconds left in this man advantage, and they're not even going to get a shot off.
I was going to say, I think this is the first time we've been in their zone other than a face-off.
Well, it's that aggressive kill by KC. Boldick now tries to backhand it, force it into the net, and that ends the man advantage, and this will result in an icing because of it. So it'll come back down to the KC end for face-off.
Right now, the clock's working against Omaha, Mike.
Chasing the scoreboard.
11:39 left in this this game.
Yep. They're chasing the scoreboard. There's a draw. Graffelman will take. He's got Bruning behind him and Barnes. He'll face Johnston. Johnston wins the tap from behind the net. It's Cook. He'll move it up that right wing half wall. Taken by Zvetlik, and little separations made. KC gets it back, and they'll dump it in. Hawkins comes out, leaves it net front. And a glove saved by Laux. KC's always got at least two very formidable varsity lines, and I can remember the days when Zach Curry was playing, and my gosh, that group, that forward line that he was on was almost automatic.
Every time.
Every time. Bruning headmans it over to Howell. Hawkins got pressure from Waldo, and KC able to leave it. Stolen away by Howell. He'll dump it in. Try to rim it. It didn't get all the way through. And played down by Johnston. He'll move it across ice to Olsen. Olsen lobs it into the zone, and he gets taken out. Loose puck, net front, right off the back of the net, and guess who? Nick Zvetlik.
That was sloppy play on in the defensive zone.
Yeah, that's...
It wasn't anything that Nick did. He was just right place, right time. Wide open net.
Left alone up front, and a little scramble after the big hit at the blue line, and KC takes a 4-1 lead right now, and that's a pretty commanding lead. 10:35 left in this third period, and it's going to be hard to rally from 4-1 here. Anything can happen, as you know, in this game, but Omaha's going to really have to turn it up. KC wins the draw, but it's turned over to Boldick. Boldick tries to find Mooney. He keeps it in, back down the half wall to Boldick. Boldick leaves it, tries to rim it down on a cycle, too high in the zone. And Volinick with a bomb goes wide of the net. Mercier trying to keep it in. He's able to do so. He's coming down that left wing half wall. Brock James flanks him, and then backside support by Boldick. KC picks it up. Justin Holt moves it into neutral ice, where Will Volinick will gather it, and he gets a shot on goal and a kick saved by Brocksterman. Loose, Boldick puts it in, backhands it into the corner, where Mercier wraps it. Picked up by Bachtel. Omaha gains control into neutral ice, and I think KC's in the mindset here where they're just going to keep Omaha picked off by Ridenour, and a shot and a save off an errant pass in the KC defensive zone. Coach Emmons not real happy about that.
Yeah, he's chewing on his guys right now.
KC with good job getting pucks into neutral ice and forcing Omaha to regroup time after time. Looks like we have a timeout here.
I think Coach
Timeout Omaha.
Yeah.
So 4-1's your score. 9 minutes and 23 seconds left in this third period. It's a game of inches, and Kansas City with that fourth goal, very opportunistic. That was all IQ in that flurry there.
Absolutely. I mean, we play sloppy in our zone. Nick Svetlak is in the right spot, right time, and he's automatic. Yeah. You talk about Zach Curry being automatic with that line. Svetlak is the same thing. You're going to give him that much net, he's going to bury it on you.
If you leave Johnston, Svetlak, or Hawkins in the scoring triangle there between the hash marks and the bottoms of the circle,
it's probably going to be in the back.
Yeah. I mean, you can't leave those guys unattended, and Svetlak recognized that from behind the net, came out front, puck came to him, and he buried.
Well, for those viewers that are still with us, we go again in the morning, 8:20 with JV action, and then 10:20, I believe it is, for Varsity.
Sounds good.
We'll be back at it again for Sunday morning tilt.
Face off, just to the glove side of Brocksterman. KC wins the tap back. They'll lay it into neutral ice. Stockwell moves it over. Pocket is picked by Trimborn. Good forecheck by Ty Trimborn. Stockwell picks it up off the half wall and goes weak side to Swirsek. Swirsek with some Omaha ties, as his father worked at the arenas there in Omaha back in the day. And Tom has moved down here, and Hunter is his son, so he has an Omaha connection.
And then his other son is the other varsity goaltender.
Is he back? I know.
Yep.
I thought he was playing somewhere.
Yeah, he came back this year. He was out with a concussion, I believe, but I expect to see him again tomorrow.
Puck is down in neutral ice. Volinick goes back into his zone to retrieve it. He's got some pressure from Kane. Omaha gains control. Brock James with a nice escape move. Leaves it up the wall for Maxime Bolduc. Bolduc now has it, and he'll rim it to the other side where he's got Mercier in the corner. He'll drop it up that half wall to Mooney, and he'll go cross ice and can't find Bolduc. It's picked up by number 4, Peyton Cook. And here comes Graven. Stolen away by Mercier. Dishes it to James, back to Mercier. He'll come into the zone. He tries to find James back, and Casey able to clear. Volinick has it. He tries to get it deep. They chip it back out into neutral ice.
They call too many men on that. We had a guy changing, a guy came on the ice, played it. Yeah, they did.
Too many men on the ice for Omaha.
Whatever happened to that rule where if they had the intent of changing? Because, I mean, the puck was up here by the score
It wasn't
table.
anywhere near where the Dashers were.
No,
Yeah.
It wasn't. That's what I'm saying. So, and now it looks like we've got a second one.
Yes, Coach Harehill vehemently disagreeing with that call, as the player his intent was going to the boards, and the puck was in neutral ice at the red line, so it wasn't like that player had an opportunity to play the puck.
So now we've got 2 in the box. We're going to be down 5-on-3 now.
It's a 2-minute for the bench minor, and then a 2-minute for too many men.
Right.
So Omaha down 2 men now at 7:50. Jeff Bush trying to explain the call. Or excuse me, that's not Bushy. Bushy's at the dot.
Well, I think on the bench minors, they have to list the coach in the penalties now.
Yes.
So they were probably trying to get his name from him.
I always like to use the name of Joe Pafufnik.
Except that Joe Pafufnik wouldn't be on the score sheet.
Oh, I had a hockey registration under Joe Pafufnik. Got to wake up awful early to get one by me.
Uh,
Back to the point. from Hawkins. Now Hawkins tries to find Mason Johnston. He gets a shot wide of the net. Svetlik now dishes it from behind the net back to the point for Olsen. Olsen comes to the center. He tries to fish one through. Omaha's got to be really tough in front of that net right now. Swarsik's camped there, and so is Johnston. To Hawkins. He'll walk in. And another one ricochets off Laux. From the corner. Swarsek to Hawkins. He'll walk in. Goes weak side. Back to the point. They're trying to get that weak side forward loaded for a shot. And a whiff shot by Hawkins. Back to the point. Hawkins to Olsen. A save.
Slash.
And here's a little get-together with Bieber and Swarsek. As Swarsek tries to get a couple whacks in, and he's going to go off now. So Hunter Swarsek goes off on a 2-minute minor. Number 32 for the KC Jets.
Well, that'll cancel out one of those, so 4 on 3.
2-minute minor for roughing.
And that'll be the case for 41 seconds, and Omaha will actually go back on a power play.
Well, I think the discussion here is that, he encroached. Bieber gave it back to him. Could have easily been called a coincidental.
Could have been, but it was not.
So Omaha's still a man down. It's 4 on 3. Mercier trying to battle for the puck. And just out of the reach from Johnston to Hawkins. Hawkins has to come back in. He'll get to the dot and he'll shoot. Directed out of play by Laux. So 21 seconds left to the 2 penalties on the junior Lancers, and 1:41 left on the penalty to Swarsek. To the point, to Hawkins. Back to Schmitz. Picked up by Johnston. To Schmitz. Back to Johnston. He'll curl up to Schmitz. He'll get a shot. He tries to find Svetlik off that weak side post. Another shot is knocked down in front, and Omaha is full strength now. So Johnston gets a shot, takes a flop, and a save by Laux. Minute 08 now on the man advantage. We'll see if Omaha can muster a little bit better power play than the last one. 5:38 left in this third period. Your score is 4-1 KC. On the tap, Toit, James, Omaha wins it back. From behind the net, Barnes, he headmans it to Mercier. Mercier can't gain it. KC with a clear. Stopped by Laux. Left for Bruning. He tries to backhand it out. Moved over to Boldick to Logan Mercier. He'll bring it into the corner, and he probably should try to leave it back up the boards. That's where his support is. Boldick tries to find the net mouth, moves it across to Barnes. Barnes back to Boldick down the right wing half wall. He'll shimmy it across. He leaves it up front for James. Can't get it through, and a nice redirect and a score! From the point, a redirected shot by Brandon Waldo, and that makes your score 4-2. It's a power play goal.
2 power plays, 3 power plays, 2 power play goals.
It's a good deal.
Yeah.
Hard to believe. On some of the ones that, we're so effective, and then we can be so ineffective, Yes. But a lot of that has to do with the forechecking pressure on the shorthand by the Jets.
Yeah, they kind of let off there on that.
They did. They backed off the gas. Yeah.
And honestly, Schwarzik was the one that was in the box, and he's typically their guy.
One of their main killers.
Yeah.
So 4-2 is your score. 4:41 left. Omaha wins the tap back. Volinick tries to move it up. Toit intercepts. And now picked up by Bieber. He'll dump it in.
Maybe you'll get to see a UNO game in Kansas City tonight.
Well, I can only hope for that.
They'd have to score quickly here.
4:28, they're 2 down. Waldo on the tap. He's your goal scorer. He tries to win it back, but no one holds in Swirsek, and he comes out. And pots another goal. Who the heck was the left wing on that faceoff?
Lost their assignment, I'll tell you that.
Oh, that guy just walked out of the zone with a puck. So Swirsek gives up a goal for the penalty he took to Omaha.
It's a good thing you're going out for dinner. You might not have gotten any dinner tonight.
Oh, my goodness.
There may not be any dinner served.
Walked right out of the face-off circle unscathed. No one put a hand on him. And goes the length of the ice and scores. 5-2 is your score. Drop back to Bruning. Bruning tries to move it up. Here comes Hawkins. He tries to find Svetlek. Bruning rubs him off the play. He'll come back behind his net. Johnston gives chase to him. Mercier has it. He'll peel back in and back up. Nice move by Logan Mercier. But can't gain the zone. Bruning gathers it. He tries to backhand it. Stripped off his stick by Hawkins. Comes out into neutral ice where Cook and Pringle will play it. They dump it back in. Brock James picks it up. Casey now with a stall forecheck. It's a one-man. And here Hawkins is keeping, I don't know who that is on the ice, but that's bad form there.
Tore his helmet off?
Brock James tore his helmet off, kept pushing him back on the ice.
Coach Harrahill's a little heated over there.
Well, he should be. I mean,
it should be a major penalty, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, he took the guy out and then laid on him and gave him a couple whacks in the back and removed his helmet. I mean, isn't that a automatic? That's a major penalty. That's a major penalty. Yeah.
It doesn't look like they're going to give him one, though.
Hawkins goes off for 2 minutes. I'm not sure. Was it a rough? Face off just outside the defensive zone of the junior Lancers.
Wow.
Omaha with a power play.
You know, if that was reversed, we'd be sitting with a 5-minute major right now.
Well, if it was in Omaha, it would be
or that, yeah, or that. I mean, these guys are trying to let him play. I get it, but at some point, you gotta.
Headman's it to Ridnour as he comes in the zone and trying to get set up, and they still got two-man forechecking pressure on the penalty kill. To Volinick, drops it down to Waldo. Waldo peels back up. He's looking to dish it. Looking to set up, drops it down in the corner. He's poke checked, but able to reel it back in. Back behind the net is
net's empty.
Brock James. Our net is empty now. So we have the extra attacker. Mooney moves it to Volinick. Volinick from the point, shoots wide of the net, comes out. Omaha should be able to handle it. They try to dish it net front. Casey able to keep it behind the cage. And they make the clear. And that was a nice geometric shot, but it didn't get to the...
Not quite.
Between the posts. Stockwell gets knocked down. Bieber picks it up. And there's another shot on goal.
Good thing they're on the
Clear.
PK, huh?
Yep. Good thing. So far, KC's had more shots on our net than than Omaha. Hate to say that, but we can be so effective at times and then so ineffective. There's a shot and a cover-up by Brocksterman. Omaha will have to change lines now. It's 5-2. It's 1:46 left in this game and 21 seconds left on the man advantage on the Hawkins penalty.
Well, and I'm sure at this point it's 5-2, whether it's 5-2, 6-2.
Yeah. Loss is a loss.
A loss is a loss, and Coach Harehill's gambling right now.
Mercier tries to win the tap. It's more of a scrum. He comes up with it, leaves it net front. It's loose, and Apostolakos picks it up, and he's stripped by Bolduc. They leave it behind the net. Omaha's got good pressure. Of course, they've got the man advantage now, and they try to redirect in front of Brocksterman, and the puck comes out, goes the length of the ice. That penalty is expired. If the penalty expired, isn't that an icing?
Should have been. Tomorrow morning's game might be a little interesting, Mike.
Yeah, I'd say so. So face-off just outside the KC defensive zone. Omaha's left wing dot. Brock James on the tap. He'll face Toit. Puck is down. KC wins it back. Olsen retreats. Trimborn is out. Omaha's net is still empty. 1 minute left in the game. And KC with the clear, but they clear it high in the zone. They're trying to reel it in so they can get that sixth goal. Picked up by Volinick. Laid over for James. Trimborn now tries to gather it. Poke checked. Stockwell. Volinick wide of the net. 22 seconds left. Omaha trying to keep it in. Shot and a save by Brocksterman. 13.9 seconds left in this varsity contest. And KC's going to come out of here with a 5-2 win. There's no doubt they're definitely back this year, and it certainly is evident by this game. Pretty good game up until that one period where got opened up and the draw comes back.
You know, overall, it's been a pretty good officiated game. It's just, we're just not able to capitalize on the chances, more of the chances that we had.
Puck's dropped. Shot from Bieber is kicked away by Brocksterman. And this will end this varsity contest. First game of the stanza here in KC, and Omaha goes down big time, 5-2 in a tough loss here at the Jets Arena. We'll be back tomorrow morning with action, and hope to see you then. Thanks for tuning in. You're on the Omaha Hockey Network.